Let's go live, Carl. It doesn't matter, bud. What's the worst thing that can happen? Nuclear war? Oh, fuck. So I was just in here, and there's not too many preachers I like to listen to, but I do like old Billy Graham. I think he was telling it like it is. He was a lot of stuff he says, and in this particular, it's called "Put God First." The number one rule. That's who you should put first. Our country should not be first, but anyways, we do as we do. But he's talking about drugs. And he mentions a little thing about China. Now they don't have a drug problem there. I think it's because if you're caught selling drugs, you're eliminated. I think. I'm pretty sure. And so you guys know that, hey, it's only if they get caught selling drugs to you guys, because, I mean, China is the main fentanyl supplier, right? I mean, Donald might try and tell you guys Canada is, but no matter where it is, it's coming from China, right? But then again, is China smart enough? I'm just saying, are they smart enough? Because they are your enemies. And just to try and fuck you guys over, could you imagine if the government was involved with making the fentanyl over there? Make money off your demise, eh? How many people does fentanyl take out and how long? A lot of kids, eh? Not even knowing they're getting fentanyl, fucking grabbing a bag of weed. Someone fucking idiots fucking decided to play games with their lives. I'll tell you, anybody who plays those kinds of games and they go to God, she's game over, I think. You don't get to replay your game. It's all over. And now you get to win your fucking prize. And well, if you try and hurt kids, surprise, surprise, motherfucker. Well, if you try and hurt anybody. But anyways, could you imagine if old Billy Graham was alive today and he could see here and be in fucking in British Columbia, but they they're selling those really good street drugs right out of a store. So they can avoid the fentanyl out of love. We'll just hey, we'll make these things available for you. That way you don't get the bad stuff and you don't die. That way you have no fear. We want fearless junkies running around. And then how do you think Billy would feel? Like, how do you think God would feel? Hey, if you want to get off this bad stuff, out of the kindness and loving hearts of, well, the taxpayers, we'll give you a different kind of drug that you don't even have to pay for. Taxpayers will supply it for you. You'll be off the bad stuff. If you guys ever seen a line to a fucking methadone clinic, that's a fucking scary situation. That is one scary situation. Oh, no, I don't know. It's a weird world we live in. They disguise their evil bullshit as love. Let's be compassionate. What else did we have going on today? We got old Dagbert, I noticed. What was he posting? He was posting those. Yes, it is. It's so fucking weird. Oh, here. This is who humanity is today. Wake up, people. That's going on in America, but this is fucking from Canada. You guys hear that? Teachers, they lost their fucking house because they stood for what was right. Everybody talks about freedom. Fucking Canada. All they did was fucking stand up and say, hey, we deserve a conversation with our fucking prime minister. Where is he? Instead, in a free world where America is trying to protect the democracy of fucking everybody but themselves, their neighbors, get an emergency act called on them. Fucking bank accounts are going just because you donated to the wrong fucking cause. It wasn't even the wrong cause. We forget so fast about what's been done to us. These fuckers were flying planes over to get people's data out of their fucking phones. They were so threatened by a fucking conversation. Uh, Unbelievable. Fuck, they did good though. They did good, just getting everybody to hate each other. See, I think that's why God let me be stupid. I had to get those shots. I had to know the reasons why people got those shots. I should have known better. But hey, I did go ask my doctor, and I just clearly said, are you getting it? And he said yes. I was like, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. And I know that people got them out of love because I know that's one of the reasons I got like, hey, they're telling me you're going to kill your father in law if you don't get it. Again, here in Canada, we couldn't even fucking travel if we didn't have it. We couldn't go out to a fucking restaurant if we didn't have it. And then they charged the taxpayers for this fucking ArriveCan app. Fucking, I don't know. I don't know if they set the system up on purpose just to fuck every Canadian citizen they fucking could. Because I got to witness it myself. I fucking sat there and watched it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this purposely done? I've never seen an airplane as fucked up as this. Just packed like fucking sardines. Meanwhile, it's fucking. And then you do all your checkouts and shit, right? These motherfuckers were grabbing one person from every fucking family and making them do a fucking test and telling them they couldn't go anywhere until they got their results back. And that being a couple days. These fucking retards don't understand that. Well, everybody else in the family can do whatever the fuck they want, but you think if one person in the family has it, they're all gonna get it. But no, we want to play that fucking game. Hey, Uncle Will, I got to be the fucking, I got to take the test, eh? Thank goodness it was me. Fuck. They would have had my wife not going back to her fucking job. What are we crying about today? Well, it's been drugs so far, bud. I was going to talk about some Johnny Gobble too. Johnny Gobble had some stuff on YouTube talking to Chop Easy. Johnny, his feelings got real bad. You block him, and he's blocked me so many times. Why would if he knows how much it hurts to be blocked, then why would he be a blocker? But he's all in his feelings about Chop Easy blocking him. So so to strike back, he's gotta throw some ammo. So what he's doing is and he's got a good point. "Hey, boys, where's your little fucking interview? Hey, you guys were real quick to fucking want it to make look like Hozier was a real bad dude. Where's your energy now, boys?" They should be getting up there, Uncle Will, like men and saying, "Hey, Hozier, you're a fucking dipshit." But fuck, man, I can't stand by and let some chick idly fucking talk shit about you and fucking make you a worse shithead than you are. Adam should do that. Be a fucking man, eh? Say, "Hey, I know the boys were all playing around with that fucking girl, and well, either that or show the interview. Fucking make sure you show who, show fucking Hozier exactly who he is." But I don't know. It was the little bit that I did hear, too laughy and giggly for a fucking. Yeah, you seem like the type to let your wife work and still listen, man. I've worked my whole life, Uncle Will. I'd gladly put my work resume against yours, bud. Gladly, gladly. Anytime, buddy. Don't try and make me feel like a piece of shit because you're a piece of shit. You stay worthless and weak, bud, and you protect those pedos, and well, I'll change the world without you, buddy. But I'm still gonna use you. You are gonna change the world, Uncle Will, just not the way you want. Hey, bud, I use all the tools of the devil, you know what I mean? This little hingy dingy right here we're using. Hey, bud, they used it to fuck your brains. I'm gonna use it to try and unfuck your brains. Get you to own and operate them yourself. So you decide never to follow a man. Hey, guess you follow Christ, buddy. And if you're following Christ, you're not going to hurt anybody or try and hurt anybody. So everything should all be Piccadilly. Let let's show the money brought home at time, Carl. Anytime. Okay, bud. I don't know. Do you could use your criminal stuff? Or do you have documentation that you worked for this money, bud? I don't fucking care about money, you dipshit. I don't care about what you have, what I have, any of that shit. Don't fucking care, dude. I don't care what makes you think that you're a fucking bigger, better man than me. I got God. That's all I need, bud. If you don't want God, you got free will. And I'm not, who am I to take that away from you, bud? I'm just the son of God, not God. I'm just here to try and help you. Jenna Collins, last on Chop Easy, they watched Charlie D's video and Chop Easy immediately banned Charlie. Take his wretched situation needs to be addressed. Wow, there's a Charlie D bucket. Hey, I don't promote Charlie D. I don't give Charlie D a wrench. I don't. Listen, I don't know why everybody comes over here thinking I'm a Charlie D supporter. I'm not. I think he's rather stupid, and I'd rather not see him that way. But if he wants to persist, then like I want the best for Charlie D. But if he's got problems in his head or he's done things, he's gonna have to submit to him. You know what I mean? But if you guys have proof of something he's doing, you should probably call the authorities on him. You know what I mean? If I thought somebody was hurting somebody, I'd definitely call the authorities. I don't care if somebody calls me a rat. I'll tell you I called the authorities. Hey, fuck, if I'm concerned enough, I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to run around on the back streets, letting your mind run wild on who tried to fuck you over. And that's what a lot of you guys like to do. I get documented proof. You're the one who went there. Oh, well, what is wrong with you, Buck? Why do you not love yourself? Why do you want yourself so weak and pathetic? Why do you want to say there's nothing I can do about it? I want you better than that, Uncle Will. I want you to be the little engine that could, bud. Go watch that show, okay? Chugga chugga choo choo, buddy. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Hey, buddy, never give up. But you start thinking on Christ, guess what's going to happen? Get ready for the crazy train, buddy. Uncle Will, climb aboard, baby cakes. Take a ride with me. You might like where that locomotive ends up. You know what I mean? But hey, I don't know. It's not my train you got to get on, bud. It's your own. Know you're the director and that you're being filmed. You're filming yourself and you get to take that back to God. How you doing with the film, Uncle Will? It's a little murky and ugly. Uncle Will, for real, let's take a look at some other shit going on in the world. Hey, little Penny. Hey, Kay, I'm here. Let's take a look at some other serious stuff, Uncle Will. Some 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 TikTokers I saved. Miss Nord, reporting for duty. Ready to commence the ceremony as directed. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. Doesn't it remind you of all those great Hitler videos? Or he's standing out there proud with his army there to salute him. Only cost you guys 45 mil. I bet you Hitler had a fucking, I bet you everybody worked for free. Try not watching the news. Yeah, let's not try and figure out what's going on in our lives and care about the future of our fucking children. Hey, it's time for us to step up and ask these people some fucking questions. Hey, Tulsi, hey, why like a week ago, why are you like trying to get us all hopped up on nuclear war? Hey, sister, sister, hey, you can ask a woman that would lie to the American people. She's not gonna want it. As much as my heart wants to just accept Tulsi Gabbard is not a liar. She's a liar. That Signal app thing, that fucked it all up for them for me. You know what I mean? The mercenary work. Simping ain't easy. You know what I mean? You got to figure out what's real, and that's the thing. This is why I don't. They're clever and they're witty. Okay, mega. doesn't believe any of the news anymore on the other side, right? Because there was so much fucking fake news, right? Like Donald was right. There was some fake news going on. The Russia thing, the Russia hoax. Like him getting charged for a loan he paid. Like, does that even fucking make sense? And then there's that woman who accused him. That one was, I mean, could you have picked a fucking better fucking right out of their head? Fucking, you don't know what the fuck to believe. But you do know that Don does like to grab him by the pussy. Now, I bet you Don's a good people reader and he knows when to grab him by the pussy. He knows when his money and charm is working on a woman. Because you don't want to, because a lot of people like Bill Clinton, they just think they have the right. I wonder if that was tax dollars that paid those women off, or if it was actually his money. But anyways, can you imagine if there was like an island where they they could just let themselves go and they wouldn't have to worry about grabbing the wrong person by the pussy or just you never have to worry about nobody knowing anything. Just one individual. Imagine that, just a nice place to go and relax and not have to worry about, you know, fuck, fuck, fuck. Like, what do you think, Uncle Will? Do you think that that girl, if she's lying on Osier, do you think she gets to go to heaven with that lie? Do you think those boys get to go to heaven? Not giving their opinions on whether she's lying or not. Either you show the video, you believe her, or you don't. And if you don't believe her, you need to fucking come out and tell the guy that, hey, we made it sound like you were into something bad. And well, we took the time to think about it. And well, maybe we were given some bad information. Hey, Uncle Will, you need to be on an island somewhere with no internet. Why? So the pedals can run wild and free in your world, Uncle Will. What is your fascination with letting the pedals run free? Like, this is what I'm here to do, bud. Change the world. Let you guys know that the ones running it, not all of them, bud, but some of them, they're into bad shit. And I thought I'd use the children. Let's not let's not care about what they're doing to us right now. Let's worry about what they're doing to the children, right? But that's the thing. We gotta understand. Like, we gotta get our brains back. They've taken them away from us, Uncle Will. How do we get your brain back, Uncle Will? How do we get you to have an interest in the future for humanity? It's at stake right now. What's your brain telling you, bud? You need to be who's the protector? Well, anybody who sits in silence is a pedal protector. Go check out Bill Gates and let me know if you think he was on the island. Now, your federal agents out there, your federal agencies, they might be being paid off. They might be working with Bill's team. I'm just saying that kind of money. You know what I mean? You guys let me know what you think. And if you come back and think that Bill isn't, and you show me proof, I'll come back on every day and say, I'm sorry, Bill. I thought humanity was at stake by your fucking nasty behavior. I thought it was in humanity's best interest for me to fucking point you out. But now that I know you're good, hey, hey, buddy, I love you, Bill. Either way, I want you with Christ or the truth. You don't have to, you know. Either one. You're the you're the talking about another island. Well, no, we have to talk about these things in order to fix them. You know that little mean dauber? Eh? That's how humans are supposed to fix our problems. Supposed to have conversations and use common sense and try to figure things out. But somehow they brainwashed you and taken your common sense away from you. But Captain Common Sense is here to restore the order of common sense. One day, I hope you love me the way I love you. I only want the best for you. I don't want to ever be around you. Okay. I don't want to be around you people at all. I just want to, I want to go on in my head knowing that, fuck, Carl, they did it. They did it. They didn't think you could do they didn't think they could do it, but you knew they could do it, and they did it. Now, I would feel good. I would feel good about that, knowing that, you know, we get to see each other in heaven again. We've all learned our lessons, so we'll be together in harmony. Hey? But we could be in harmony here. Didn't Jesus tell us that? But you guys don't see the kingdom, do you? No. You gave your kingdom over to a bunch of shit turds. You gave it all away for well, you guys didn't, your ancestors did, but we just continue to fucking say, oh, okay, guys. You know what I mean? But we're still not smart enough to figure out this Federal Reserve thing. What the fuck? We don't work for us, we work against us to pay our enemies. We don't truly have enemies. I'm just using that metaphorically. The only enemies we can have are ourselves. We are the only ones that can take us to heaven, and we are the only ones that can take us to hell. Hey, wouldn't you agree, people? Hey, I don't know. You guys want to go over some other stuff? Some futuristic stuff you guys can look forward to? You know, maybe when you own nothing and you're extremely happy. And if you obey really well, you can climb through that social status and, well, maybe you can earn yourself one of these. Here. You're saying that we should be able to upload our consciousness? Yeah, the technology will exist to upload your consciousness onto a computer. That's true immortality. That's the closest thing you'll get to true immortality. It's probably going to become a very natural path for most humans. What would it even be uploaded into? Like a cloud? Yeah, it'd be uploaded to a cloud. Do you think that you can experience life by uploading your consciousness to a cloud? Eventually, yeah, if you uploaded and then you could download into a humanoid robot, then you would experience the real world like any other world. Or you could continue in some kind of simulated universe, play a video game in the cloud kind of thing. What do you think happens when you die? Elon always talks about we live in a simulation. As AI has gotten better at better simulating, it's making me think more and more that we probably live in a simulation. No shit. Yeah. You're saying that we should be able to. Did you guys hear that? You guys can get your social statuses so high that you get the brain chipper and you get to live forever. Your consciousness can live in the clouds. Hey? That's the for sure bet though, eh? Can you imagine that? Your faith in God and actually having a heaven? Or your consciousness goes to the clouds and you can come back as a robot or who knows what technology that they'll have, right? Mm. Isn't that a lovely option, eh? I'm not making it up. I just showed you Sean Ryan show. Fuck, go check her out. You guys want your consciousness to the clouds? It's a for sure bet. I'm telling you, it's a sucker's bet, though. What happens if something fucking breaks through those clouds and, well, there's no more electricity for the cloud to operate? I don't know. I'm just saying. But here.
How do you define Jesus being against moralism? Like, what do you mean by that?
Oh,
Scrolling for like a such couldn't put it put his brain. This right now is to realize people moving again and help the blind see. And that's all great. When I found out that it was going to help the blind see, I was like, wait a second. So if you put this chip in your head and they can help the blind see, then wouldn't they also be able to project an entire false reality in your mind? I interviewed Andrew Huberman about it and Carson about it, pretty much came to the same conclusion. And not only would they be able to manipulate vision, it would also be emotion, touch, smell, taste, everything. There you go, right there. We're on the cusp of a total false reality. You getting one?
are you guys getting a brain chipper? That's just a couple videos I thought were interesting because I was talking about that the other day. I was like, hey, I wonder if these dipshits think that they get to throw their consciousness somewhere and they're gonna live forever. Uh, and to trick the world with it. Could you imagine that? Hey guys, we're gonna live forever. We're gonna be AI. Uh, oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think America should help Canada when their democracy was threatened and trashed right in front of you guys' faces? Where was Trump or Humper there? There were a few people fucking standing up for Canada. Few Americans going like, "What the fuck? We need to invade Canada." I think Tucker Carlson said that. I think you guys need maybe, maybe a couple of your leaders could stand up and say, "Hey, what you guys are doing against your citizens? That's not cool." But who knows? What else is going on? You guys want to talk about anything? I lose people the more I talk, the more people I lose on here. It's funny. I guess I'm not interesting until I am interesting, and all these people who. Oh, what do you think, Uncle Will? If you're still here, do you think I should have a little fun with you today? Do you think we should heat this game up a little bit? Put a fire under your ass, get you moving, buddy. Get your brain all lubed up. Get ready for some thinking, say. Fuck. Hmm. Oh, that's probably why no one's over at my show. Everybody's watching AD over there. Trump meets Canadian Prime Minister at GC7 summit. Listen, guys, Donald Trump's not a fucking idiot. He knows the fourth industrial revolution. Klaus Schwab's little band of merry men over there at the WEF. They're the globalists that, well, love DEI and all that sorts of shit. And they should know that Klaus Schwab likes to penetrate his words, not mine. Mark Carney, our prime minister, but he pretends like Mark is like one of the best men. He's a good man to lead Canada's way better than Justin. But then again, Trump can say whatever the fuck he wants, eh? Whatever he wants, and there's no repercussions for his fucking lips flopping. He's the one that told Canada that, well, Justin Trudeau was probably Castro's son. Why would you say something like that unless you had reasons to fucking believe it? Spill your guts, Trump, or were you just being an idiot? And you should tell your fucking, you should apologize when you're an idiot. But there's no apologies. There's no learning. There's no, like, the art of the deal is narcissistic all the way through. How can you learn to be a better leader if you deny, 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 hurt people to get it done? Fuck, like, this guy's never felt pain in his life, but a lot of people have dealt with them. I bet you they suffered a lot. All those bankrupt people. Well, when he went bankrupt, you know what I mean? I, what guys want a businessman, a proven businessman as president. You don't pick somebody who's been bankrupt that many times and had how many failed fucking businesses? Like, come on. But what businesses are good right now? Well, the family business over in the Middle East, it's been going schnazzy. Schnazzy. Have you guys ever looked into the Trump business in the Middle East? But it's probably good business, right? Because it's bringing business to America, right? This is what you guys are going to be. China gets to make all your guys' shit, and now you guys get to make all the weaponry and AI for fucking the Middle East. Isn't it? Isn't it great fair trade? My brain hurts because I repeat the same shit on here over and over again. Because it's common sense. And it's frustrating that nobody gets it. Like just little things. Like, hey, if you're dictating what's going into people's brains, that's treasonous. Mark Zuckerberg did that. Told to by the Joe Biden and fucking unintelligence agencies. We don't even know the names of those people because nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares who is manipulating our fucking brains. Fuck. Hey guys, Joe Biden's daughter has a diary out there. There's a video out there with her voice. It's her claiming that the diary's hers. They raided James O'Keefe's house to get that said diary or whatever it is they raided him for. Find out what information he had. And we as society can't say, fuck, the greatest country in the world should not be ran by a man that might have some problems. Maybe we can investigate. But no, we cover up. Nobody even fucking knows about it. But everybody does know that the verdict on Joe Biden having paperwork he wasn't supposed to came back and said, no, he's not mentally capable of knowing he did wrong. Therefore, we'll just let him keep running the country. And then when his presidency's over, we'll run around acting like a bunch of idiots. Like, why didn't anybody notice? The Dems, they were blocking it from us. They should all be in jail. Korean Jean Pierre's got a brand new book. Instead of fucking mind fucking you guys, not saying the truth. Hey, the president's fucking, I can't do this job. I can't honestly come to you people and say, hey, I think that he's within the mental capacities to fucking run our country. I would have to give up and just say, no, he's not right, people. I quit. Just do as you will with me, but for the people's sake, do not let this vegetable continue to run the fucking world. The New World Order. Nancy Pelosi in the background. Oh my goodness. You see how this hurts, right? Like, men shouldn't be allowed to just run around and say that men were on that island without fucking having proof or some sort of reason. You know what I mean? Like with Bill, there's reasons. I might be wrong about my reasons, but at least there's reasons. You know what I mean? But Elon can just say it. And we're supposed to believe him, and he doesn't give us reasons or proof. Then he retracts the statement. And did they offer him something to keep silent or something? Did he get some new work somewhere or something? Who knows? I don't know. It's all sorts of weird. But like Whitney Webb, did you guys ever listen to her? She's either a menace to society and needs to be locked up in jail, or she needs to be appreciated a little bit more than she is. One or the other, you know what I mean? Because it's a pretty elaborate fantasy that she puts together. But if it's not a fantasy, that'd be a lot of hard work to put together. Trying to connect the pieces and the dots. You go unappreciated for it. She can't even get on Joe Rogan for crying out loud. What's Joe Rogan got to hide? I thought he was looking for Jesus. The truth is the way, Joe. Try and expose Whitney Webb. Or does Whitney get her webs on fucking Epstein's client list with all her information? Who knows? Who knows? I'd like to find out though. That'd be a major thing. I think that's the one thing. And that's the thing. That's why it's hidden. That's why your intelligence agencies are bought and paid for. Because if it ever got out who was involved there, the world would have to change. It'd have to see its dirty little secrets because they'd all start telling on each other because think they're really strong in the head and they think you guys are peons. But once they realize they're the peons now and they'll all rat and tattle on each other because they'll want to come to Christ. They'll know that there's no cloud, there's only one way, and that's the Jesus way. Mhm. Could you imagine fulfilling your life's dream as a dipshit and conquering at all costs? And at the very end of it, you just realize it wasn't worth it. You could have got there with not being a dipshit. But unfortunately, we give all our power to the dipshits. Is it really the dipshits' fault? Really? If we allow the dipshits to get to where the dipshits are, we only got ourselves to blame for the dipshits. But let's not blame ourselves too long. Let's make the dipshits pay this time. Let's put them in their places. Like I've said, I do have some guilty pleasures. You know what I mean? I love watching demons. That's why karma, it's got to come into play, right? Because like they want this utopia where you guys are fucking monitored at all times. It'll be for your safety though. Like Palantir right now, you know what I mean? We got curfews going on and be for your protection. Anyways, fuck. Where was I going with that? Everything's for you guys' protection. Oh, uh, taking out Omar Gaddafi, that was for Africa's protection. Africa, you can thank the Clintons. Give them a big round of applause for saving Africa. Hey, go, Clintons. You stopped Gaddafi running amok and see it. Don't worry. Africa will wake up to. They will see. They will find the love in all these people who fucking claim to be their leaders and their rulers. They'll have their day. Trump's running amok right now, but once he finds out, he's only fucking himself up. I don't know. Like, I don't want people to feel bad for falling for his bullshit. I mean, I did too. Like, come on. You just, sooner or later, you gotta see the writing on the wall and go, talking a lot about God. And, well, you don't even know fucking Bible verses. You don't know what God fucking represents. None of us do. Huh. It's a constant search through the truth. Christ, walk that path. I. It's almost been an hour, but I will talk about one other thing. I think I'm going to make a short on this because Uncle Will, this drives me crazy. I'm done trying to help you. I'm sorry it's had to be this way. Goodbye. Uncle Will, you've used yourself enough. Okay. Now it's boring, bud. You're boring. If you want to be with fucking Satan or whatever the fuck you want to happen in your brain, go ahead, bud. If you want to be a powerless moron, have at it. I want you to know your power. About time you get. About time I get it, eh, Riri? Uncle Will, I'm going to show you love like you've never had before. I am gonna fucking. I'm going to show you how much I love you. I want to bring you back to life, Uncle Will. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to rise the dead, bud. You're the dead. Get that spark in your brain, buddy. Come on, Uncle Will. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. I know she's old and rusty, and she's really fucking crusty. Just ask for a little Christ lube, like tonight before you go to bed. Kneel down and pray to God and ask Him for the truth, buddy. You know what I mean? Say, "Give me Christ, lube my brain up, God. Let me see it." But hey, Uncle Will, when you start seeing it, you're not gonna like it. It might get scary. Show your family how much you love them. Stop wasting your energy on everyone else. No, I do this for the love of God. Hey, bud, he's my number one. You know that's the way it's supposed to be. God over everything, dude. You don't understand that because you're a dipshit. Because if God is your everything, then you don't have to worry about anything because the people around you should be with God and they will be your people. And if they're not, there's just a lesson, you know what I mean? Buddy. Just Sly, how's it going? Let's talk about one thing, Uncle Will, before we leave, okay? Before I make a mockery of your name. No, wrong. That's a lie. Only you can make a mockery of your name, Uncle Will. And you're a merch shirt yourself. Look at this nonsense, Uncle Will. This is
I can't wait.
this is why we're all fucked up.
How do you define she's a
All right, are you ready? Seems your wife thinks you have ruined their life. Well, if that's so, then I should be able to go, right? Shouldn't have the fear that I have, eh? Then what will happen to the house? Hey, Uncle Will? What will happen to everything? Hey, bud? You going, dude? I'm telling you, you look like a real big fucking fool. When it all comes out in the wash, I think I'm sitting on the right side of the cleansings. Don't know what else to tell you, dude, but look at this.
being against morals. Like, what do you mean by that exactly? Well, Jesus looks at the religiosity of his day with like particular groups like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He's constantly critiquing the fact that they have this hypocritical religiosity to them. This is where we get the idea of the letter of the law versus the intention of the law. Because he says, you're trying to do everything right and you're missing the point. One of the things he says is, well, I've heard it said, but I say, and he refers to the Mosaic Law. And it looks like he's critiquing the Mosaic Law, but he's not actually. He's getting back to the intention of the law. So, and he says, you have heard it said, do not commit murder. But I say to you, anybody who harbors hate for their brother in their heart has already committed murder. And what he's getting to is like, what's the intention? What's the meaning of the law that God gives to you? Because the law is like a mirror. It shows you how dirty. But his critique is he's like, you guys are trying to clean yourself with a mirror. That's stupid. It's just gonna, if anything, it's gonna make you more messy. Like, get in the shower. The law is not what cleans you. The law is what reveals that you're dirty. And so, in that sense, I think, if Jesus is a moral example, it actually misses what I think Jesus actually said about what his purpose was, in that you can't use enough to actually live up to the standard that God holds you to. And so, if you keep striving, you're actually going to wear yourself out and be exhausted.
Do you hear that, Uncle Will? Uncle Will, I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude. This isn't this isn't a skit for me, bro. This is very much real. I work for God. I believe in God. I believe that Jesus is the way, and wanting the truth should mean everything to us. Because that's where Israel is, bud. In the truth. But you gotta light your brain up to be an Israelite. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know what you don't like about my message. I don't want you to follow me, bud. No, no, no. That puts you in hell. You need to follow Christ, and no man can take you to Christ, dude. That's all on you. And whether you want it, if you want it, Uncle Will, the thoughts of hell scares the hell right out of me. I don't know if it's real, dude. Don't know if heaven's real. Don't know what it is. Don't know what any of it is. And if someone told me they know what it is, they're probably fucking lying, dude. This whole world is filled with men's words, bud. Not God's. Like that Billy Huff video. I think Jesus was trying to reference the 10 Commandments. They're not that fucking hard, but you guys go outside of it and you make things complicated. And if you do follow the 10 Commandments, it's going to be exhausting because nobody else is. But once others start fucking following it, it becomes much easier. That's what I think. How do you think the world got to be a shittard that it is? Because no one was willing to play the role of Jesus. No one was willing to put themselves out there, and anybody who was is silenced and fucking smashed and beaten. Julian Assange tried doing this world a big fucking favor. A big fucking favor. We wouldn't have to be where we are right now if we all could have just all the news that's supposed to fucking report the news could have just fucking reported the fucking news. Maybe we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. But instead, we punished that man. No one gave a fuck. Mike Pompeo's running around on the streets. He wanted Julian gone. That's your fucking unintelligence agencies. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. But yeah, Wes Huff, I think he's out there to pussify fucking Christians again. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these people. It's fucking gross. Hey, yeah, don't put any actions into fucking Christ. Let's just have the devil do whatever he wants, and good old Christians just sit back and watch it all happen in front of their fucking faces. Like good little sheep. Bah, bah. Blah, 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 sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. One for you, massa, and one for me. Because I'm a good little boy. One for the little boy who lives down the lane. Because I want to enable him and not make him be able to be responsible. I'd rather help him so he can be responsible to have his own bundle. Uh, Excuse me. That was very rude. Oh, man. Uncle Will, why? Do you just know you're an agent of Satan? Is it that can you let me know? Are you an agent of Satan or are you just this fucking stupid? Okay. On Men's Mental Health Month, you want to try and come and tell me I'm fucking mental, but you won't give me any of the reasons why. You won't have a conversation, but yet you want to come over here and try and make me think that there's something wrong with me mentally. Right? Funny, funny, funny. But anyways, back to that West Huff thing. Crazy. But then again, rich men never really have to pay for their mistakes. Eh? Look at Billy Carson, eh? The one who made fucking Billy Huff famous. He showed some narcissistic tendencies there. We didn't pick up on him or something. I don't know. He still might be running strong. You don't like the truth, Carl. You're dirty and need to take a shower. Am I dirty? I don't think I'm dirty, bud. I think I shower regularly. I think I wear clean clothes, but I'm not who you want to envision me to be, Uncle Will. I'm your angel. I'm your angel, Uncle Will. Look into my blue eyes. Look at your angel. I love you, Uncle Will. I want better for you. Please stop fighting the truth. I know you're hurting inside, and if you submit, the pain will go away, and it'll make you big and strong. You'll eat that pain, Uncle Will. Every ounce of pain you ever you'll just eat her. You'll be like, rah, rah, rah. Me big strong boy now. I love the pain. Hey, hey, it's the suffering that builds our character, Uncle Will. Now, it can build a good character or it can build a bad character. It just depends on what kind of intestinal fortitude we got, bud. Anyways, to all my Mishy Hawks and Mishy Hawkettes out there, sooner or later, I hope Jesus gets you by the heart. And you decide to own and operate your own brains. And then, just like in The Wizard of Oz, Uncle Will, we get the courage to come together and be with Christ. We'll take over this world. Hey, Uncle Will. We'll let God run it. Hey, hey, using our brains towards God. How do we do that? Well, we unite in the truth. Anybody? Run. Run, hey, Uncle Will. Why should I run? Why are your messages just deleting, bud? There's just, I can't even see them now. Just delete. They're coming up. Delete. Are you sketching out or something, buddy? You should write me some more, buddy. Write me some more. Uncle Will, come on. I'm your angel, your darling angel. Hey, buddy, come on. Give it up. Saint ain't that tough, bud. Come on, let him go. Let him go. He's a dork, bud. Let him out of your brain. Let him out. Let him out, Uncle Will. Let him out. Let him out. Just say no. Dance for us, Fruit Loop. I'll tell you what, I will dance, Uncle Will, and I will dance for you, buddy.